Hi, everybody. Oh, my happy journalers. I'm so glad that you're with me today. And today we're going to really start to journal. We've talked about our intention, maybe setting some goals for 2022 to take a look at what do we really want? Is that what we really want? Or is that just someone else's good idea? Sometimes we do that, and we want to do that because we like their idea, or we don't want to do it, but we're doing it because we think it's the right thing to do for them to love us more or something. We have reasons, that we do everything. So today I thought I would start the real journal, the pages that you're going to have to work on. And so I thought, well, what could I start with? Well, I thought the very best thing to start with are trigger words and phrases. And so I will give you 5 of them. I hope that I'll do this in 5 minutes, and then we will do 5 more and 5 more. That ought to get you started in a real good, clear way to journaling your way to getting your head cleared out, because it's all in your head. Like I said, it's all in your head. Madeline was right. It's all in my head, and it's all in your head. So let's journal by writing down something on the very top of our journal page, a phrase or an expression. Now, I picked a few. You could pick your own. You may have some that you love, that some quotes that you enjoy or something like that. But I'm going to give you a couple of them here today, and we're going to see what they really mean. So the first one that I wrote down here was, keep your attention on your intention. In other words, you have an intention. It's a lofty thing, a goal, but it's not really a measurable goal. It's a lofty result, some end result that you would really like to have. And that result is the result that you're hoping and dreaming and wishing and wanting, but we're going to start being even stronger than that now. We're going to intend for it all to come true. In my case, it was with my educating my children. I'm all going to educate all of them with a university education. Then the goal is, where am I going to get the money? It costs money to do that. All right, but keep your attention on your intention. So you just write that across the top of the page, and you'll start thinking every time you are struggling or efforting or trying to please someone or something like that, you might ask yourself that question. Am I keeping my attention on my intention, or am I being drawn away from my intention? And then if that is true, that you are being drawn away from your intention, then you need to stop and think it through, because you can think it through for your own intention. Okay, second page, or number 2. If you think you're so smart, you've got another think coming. I love that one. My mother used to say that. Of course, in those days, she would put my name in front of it, Judith Marie Wesselhoff. If you think you're so smart, you've got another think coming. Wow. And I had to deal with that. Then I was afraid. Years later, I thought, you know what? That's a very good idea. My mother was smarter than I thought. She said, if you think you're so smart, and I do, I've got another think coming, or maybe another thought coming, another good idea coming. So why don't I open up to hear the good idea instead of talking all the time? The next one is, every job takes 10 minutes. Now, this was an expression that my husband, Jimmy, used to use all the time. He said it takes you forever to resist what you have to do, but it only takes 10 minutes to do it. So I think that he was right. I'm writing a book on it right now, that every job takes 10 minutes. It's like this. It's all in your head. In other words, if you don't want to do the dishes, but you wait for 2 hours to do the dishes, that whole 2 hours you are resisting doing the dishes. You're worrying about when are you going to do it, and how will the kitchen get clean, and hopefully nobody notices you were too lazy to do the dishes or whatever. And you can go and wash the dishes. That takes 10 minutes. Okay? So that's a good thing. So write down, what are the things that you do or that you procrastinate about or you put off when in fact every job just takes 10 minutes. Have the courage to move just like the sun keeps moving. It doesn't stop for anybody. It just keeps on going. Or is it the sun stands still and the planet moves around? I always get confused. Anyway. All right, the next one to write on the top of the page, and this is one of my favorites. This is in all my training classes as well, all my life. Anything you resist will persist. Anything you resist will persist. So what am I resisting? Maybe you need to write in your journal, what are the things I'm resisting? Is it a person I'm resisting? My boss? The time of my job? My weight? Am I resisting it? You know, what's going on? So pick some topic in your life that you are resisting with all your might. And you may be justifying it and calling it, I'm persistent. That's the kind of person I am. No, maybe it's just resistance. And you don't want it to persist to make you feel bad. Okay? So the last one, all on the top of the page, you just write, all you need is love. That's a Beatles song, I believe. All you need is love. Da, 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 da. So being that, what is it you're not loving? What is it that you're looking at with some kind of attitude? Instead of loving your job, what are you doing? Instead of loving your mate, what are you doing? Think about it. All you need is love. Love heals everything. Every single thing in the world can be healed with love. And that's your job for today. All right, that's the end of today. That's Journaling 101. So think of some things. I'll give you some more later on another video. In the meantime, you can journal in the morning or in the noontime or in the evening, whatever works best for you. But definitely, if something's upsetting you, worrying you, giving you a bad attitude or something, it's time to write it down. It's time to write what you're really afraid of. And we'll talk about that in the next one. Okay, bye.